So I think you guys get the gist of this. I'm going to keep making parts and keep placing them. And if I keep doing it in the rate I'm doing, we'll never get through this video. So I'll see you as I get through this. Just so you know, the things I'm going to make next, I'm going to make a couple sails, I'm going to make a helm. I'm actually going to do some engines now, because I can. And I'm going to have a fuel gauge, and I'm going to have some storage, and I'm going to put some decking and some panels on it, and so on. Let's just make a deck real quick and a panel so you guys can see how that works. So this is just going to take wood. We'll go with a good old elm. Craft it. Get out the way. Bam. So let's see if we can pick that up. We need our number 3 tool. The gauntlet lift mode. And we should be able to place these on the frame. So I guess decking can only be completely straight. So decking is not what I wanted here. Whoa, what did I do with that? Oh, and those are mantas. They're harmless for the most part until you're on your ship. And then they will try to attack it. They don't like ships. Bugs don't like you harvesting trees, and mantas don't like you on ships. So let's try this again. Let's try a small panel. And that's going to take some wood again. We'll craft that. Bam. And then let's lift it. And these things sort of conform to your frame. So since I didn't have a straight line here, I have to use panels. And I can just keep filling in like that. If I wanted it to be really strong, I could also do it with metal. And so you get a lot of flexibility in placing things, and it does its best to conform, but these things always do look a little patchwork in the end. So I'm going to keep on this, and I'll see you when I've put this thing together. And apparently Z is your rotate for this placement. That looks terrible. One more thing I should show you. I hurt myself by dropping a part on my head. Is you can equip your berries, and then if you press the slot that you put it in my case 8, and press and hold, you eat them, and then that heals you, little by little. See it going up down there? But try not to drop parts on your head, if you can. And these panels can also be placed on the sides, build out. So I'm going to protect my sky core a little bit. Put some raggedy panels on the side. And you see they sort of shape themselves like the frame does. Alright, I got a ways to go. See you at the end. Oh! And something killed me. Let's see what it is. Revive at my personal reviver. I can spawn up here. Still holding something. Wonder if it was a bug or a manta or a person. Oh, and after that, I have lost all my inventory. Is it around? Did someone steal it from me? Or is it the loot bag? I can't see it. Oh, that's really sucks. Aha! There is my loot bag. And there's all my stuff. Excellent. Whew. Did you do that? Do I need to kill you? I found you can put multiple layers of this paneling on, and it helps to get it to fill the space in, and probably will give it more strength too, because they'll have to break each one of these panels to get through. Now, of course, I'm leaving the whole back open, so it's kind of vulnerable back here, but so be it. I think that's the last of the panels I'm going to put on for now. We've got sort of a hole formed, and now I'm going to start putting the rest of the parts. Okay, and now it has wings. It looks like they might need a little adjusting. And sails. Making the engines now, and it shows that the different kind of metals will affect these different properties below: resilience, fuel efficiency, overheat limit, power, and spin up. But I haven't found any of them to actually change them yet, so I'm just using iron for now, but there's probably some tweaking that can be done with that once I learn more. Alrighty, there's engine number 1. I have not had a ship with engines yet. And engine number 2. And with that goes most of my iron. So I'm pretty sure with an engine, I also need a power generator. This is where I'll put my fuel. I just got to figure out how I fuel it. No. Alright, I figured it out. I have to press and hold E, and it doesn't work in first person. There are lamps I could make, but I'm missing whatever this is, incandescent. So I can't do that. And I made a fuel gauge. And the last thing to make, I believe, is the helm. I've been waiting on this so that nobody could take my ship. And we're going to go ahead and make it. So it needs some wood and some metal. Go ahead and use brass. With that, I think we may have a functional ship. Believe it or not. Let's grab our helm. Go ahead and put it right up front. For maximum visibility when we're flying. And I stuck the fuel gauge over here. Let's see where I can stick it on the helm, where I'll be able to see it. I can see now the advantage of having just a frame around your little cockpit here. You have places to put these things. I'm just gonna have to put it down here, and I won't be able to see it while I'm at the helm. That's alright. Alright folks, well, it's a bright sunny day. I think we are ready to go. There's not a whole lot more I could add. Like I said, we've got our sails, our wings, our engines, which I haven't had before, personal reviver, the helm, fuel gauge, lots of wood paneling. Our Atlas core is back there hidden behind the fuel tank, and barrels with some of the excess stuff I have on me. And so before I fly, I'm just going to do a little inventory management and put some more stuff in these. I'm going to go ahead and put all my wood in them and my metal so that if I fall off the ship, I won't lose it all. I'm going to do that off camera. See you in a second. Alrighty, I think I am ready to go. Of all the tools I have here, the one that I didn't show you is the gun. And that's the only thing I'm carrying now, with some bullets, which I can easily remake with some lead, and some food. And anything equipped in my hotbar here, if I die, I will still have. So I won't lose my gun. I'll just lose the bullets and the food. That comes with you in this version. You may have to learn that in the full game. Let's see. The gun, you just do a quick tap, and you can shoot. I'm not going to start a war with the bugs, because I'm about to leave. I wish we had a little nicer day. We did a minute ago, but that's okay. We're going to go. So it's clear above us, and I think we can go ahead and take off. You can see there's a ship up there. So let's go ahead and grab the helm. Alright, so spacebar will lift me up. That little thing there, the ribbon, shows me which way the wind's going. So we're going to go up right now. This is fully on the Atlas core. We're flying, but we don't have our sails up or our engines on at the moment. Just gaining some altitude. And let's take a moment to check out what that looks like. Alright, the tadpole is in flight. We have a ship. We have left the shipyard now, and we can move on into this hazy day. So go ahead and press up now. If I leave it long enough near the shipyard, it will actually pull it back towards it to redock. So that's good to know. It's handy for doing repairs and stuff. Too bad I couldn't put that second Atlas core on. It didn't let me. But here we are, finally ready to leave this island. Now there's no third-person view when you're flying. It's only first person. Not a whole lot to see today, so we will have many more adventures on the ship as we go along, so no need to worry about that. There'll be plenty of weather. Looks like the wind is ahead of us. The wind would want to blow us that way, which is the storm wall, which we don't want to get into because that will toss us around. Our wood ship couldn't withstand it, but if we want some wind propulsion, we just have to go ahead and unfurl the sails. There, we got 2 of them for extra speed. Now, the WASD doesn't, well, the W forward and the S backward don't do anything when you have sails up. Those just, you're with the wind, so you can't really control that. They're on as long as they're up. So the wind's coming from over there, so we're sailing into the wind. We can go that way a little bit and work with it more. So A and D do work to turn the ship, and I have some wings So I have a little bit more stability than I did before. So let's get in the wind behind us. And we are moving. Now you can grapple onto your ship while you're flying for extra safety. Looks like I have a panel I have to fix there. But we are moving. And we are leaving that island slowly behind us. So that's cool. And now let's go ahead and put the sails down and test if the engines work. Probably use both together, but I'm just going to keep it simple and try just the engines. So we still have our full fuel tanks. Now if I press W, no, I don't want to go there. Oh, so we want to go that way. Oh, and there goes the engines. Yeah, and we're going to get away from that storm wall. Now we're independent of the wind. And I'm just turning that way. And look at us go. Yeah, I wish there was some way I could get a good view. While our little engines are puttering. And we're flying to places unknown. So thank you folks for watching for the end of this episode. I probably broke it up into at least 2 because there's a lot to show you. And we will have more adventures here in Worlds Adrift, both on just these video segments and streaming. It really lends itself to streaming, so we'll probably do that more often. And pretty soon, once we get to the beta, past this alpha, I'll be able to get my friends here, my YouTube buddies, and we'll have some adventures. But yeah, I could just set sail like this and let it go on its merry way. I'm gonna go ahead right now and I'm just gonna turn it off, and I'm gonna take us up high, and I'm gonna see if I can get away with logging out on my ship. We're just gonna go up as high as we can for safety and log out up there as far away from pirates as we can go. It looks like it's a little clearer up here. I can see what's happening. Anyway, I'm gonna log out on the tadpole, everybody. Thank you for watching, and there'll be more of this coming soon. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and if there was stuff I didn't know that you can suggest, please let me know. You can see at this point some islands out there in the distance that we could head towards. There's a lot of them, and they're all very unique. Some procedurally generated, and some handcrafted by other players and the island creator, like I show off in this video that I have linked with a card up above. Alright, that's a long sign off. Like I said, Monkeypuzzle on my ship. I am out.